Where is the time going? Another month has passed, another Ask the Team at Palia has come and gone, so let's get into the newest bits of information. So the first question relates to housing and what kind of level of cooperation and teamwork is possible between you and other players with the housing. As in, are other players able to come and decorate your house? Can you kind of have a share house and have full access to everything? Or is it going to be more of an instance where it's just going to be your house and someone else can visit and do some small things on your particular property? Eris answered and said that at the moment you can be a good neighbor and help water your friends' crops just in case they missed it, and you can also cook together in an attempt to make the perfect high quality dish. However, they did say that additional cooperation outside of just simply watering and cooking together is something that they want to look into. Now, they haven't specified what kind of level of cooperation they want to bring to the Palia game. However, I think this is an absolute must. This whole game is based on cooperation and community, and what better way to do that than having, let's say, a share house with some neighbors or some guild members or anything like that, or just friends to come over and put all resources into one really good house. The next question is around the concept of neighbors being very similar to versions of guilds, and what can you actually tell us that makes your neighborhood special? If you do join a neighborhood, will there be things like working together towards something as a common goal? Will you be able to decorate together, or will there be benefits of doing something in game together? What is the purpose of even having a neighborhood? Basically, short answer is neighborhoods will be there as asynchronous cooperative activities take place, and in the future, they'll also have ideas and plans in what direction they want these neighborhoods to go in, though it might be too early to say at the moment. They do say that neighborhoods are a great way to represent yourself, your group, and your progress that you've made together in Palia. Now, neighborhoods is one of those things that hasn't really been too fleshed out in what we've seen or what we've heard from Palia themselves. However, it is something that I really want to get into. I want to be able to set up a neighborhood with you guys watching and just have a really good community within the Palia game. With you guys, my friends and everything, we could set up a really good neighborhood, but there just isn't too much information floating out there. I would love if they have neighborhood events or some kind of benefit where everyone in the neighborhood gets a certain amount of material or XP or something if you achieve a common goal, if everyone works toward a common goal. I think that'd be great. I'm really looking forward to some more information about neighborhoods, but let me know in the comments down below what you want to see in the neighborhoods feature. Now, moving on to the next question, it relates to the chests that were raised in the last Ask Palia, in the fact that they were all shared between all chests. So you can go to any chest and all your items and resources will be present. The question basically relates to how would you sort items by type, search by specific ones in the chest, or any kind of tags, or is it possible to manually sort through the items in your chest using custom folders? Now, this is a great question because everyone has a different style for inventory management. For me, I just like to chuck everything in and I'll search for a particular item if I'm looking for it. Others like to put it in specific folders and they like to organize it, color code it, resource type code it. It's a lot for me, but I understand people are really into their inventory management. So having as many options available is going to be the best for everyone. Now, the team at Palia said that in the next playtest, you probably won't see too much of a change. However, behind the scenes, they have been making a lot of progress when it comes down to this inventory management. They did say that at the end of everything, you'll be able to sort by a ton of different gameplay tags, search for the exact item you need, and workstations will actually remember what you were working on, saving your filters and how you want them. Now, the next question relates to voice acting in the game, and will characters be voiced or not? The team at Palia answered that basically at this current time, each character has anywhere between 40 to 60 voice lines depending if they are romanceable. These lines play out during the intros and outros of your dialogue with the characters, and they'll change based on your relationship with that particular character. And they also said that if the voice lines are well received, they could expand them in the future. This expansion could result in some changes just purely based on the context of the conversation, the weather, the time of the day, so there's a lot that they can do with just simple voice acting. Now, they did say for your particular player in the game, you'll have roughly about 10 different voice options that you can choose from. The next question relates to the professions and skills that have been advertised so far, and will you be able to learn all of them, or is it just limited to one or two? Essentially, you can learn all of them right from the get-go. And again, this ties into the whole Palia mindset of do what you want, we're not going to tell you how to play our game. If you want to focus on one thing only, you are able to do so. If you want to complete all skill sets and professions, you are also able to do so. It's not a game that forces you to play in a particular way. You can decide how you invest your time in this world. Now the next question I'm really excited about is about the outfits. We haven't really got too much about the outfits lately, but someone asked, are there going to be color palettes, or is it going to be something that you're able to change on, let's say, a color wheel or something like that? Now the team at Palia did say that they have pre-existing color palettes and they call them variants. So for each outfit piece, you'll have a number of options to choose from right at the get-go. Now they did say that this will likely be a system that they'll have in place at the game's launch, though a lot of consideration is being done to make sure we're catering for the kinds of themes, colors, and patterns our community wants to see. So why am I so excited about this one? Well, for a very, very long time, we actually get to see some different variations or the variant of a Chapper onesie. I absolutely need this black and blue onesie. It looks so good. I don't care if this is paid or free, I'm getting it either way. Now the next question I think is going to be one of the most important ones in this video, and probably going to dictate whether people do or don't like Palia. It's in relation to your tools and what quests are tied to these tools. Whether it's going to be you pick up a fishing rod and you just fish to fill up a bar, or is there actually going to be a narrative or story behind why you're doing it, and therefore it makes it have meaning and it's not so repetitive all the time. The team said that one of the goals of the quest system is to introduce concepts to players within the context of the story and lore as a whole. Instead of just having a pop-up explaining how to fish, you also get to talk to Ina and learn from him what he thinks about fishing in Palia. Again, this just ties into forming that personal relationship with the villagers in the game. We have an introduction quest for each skill that are designed to explain their meaning and interactions within each NPCs who leads that skill planned for the future. Now they go ahead and list out who exactly belongs to what particular skill. They also said that majority of the quests are not repeatable. Narrative quests are handcrafted and unique, and any repeatable content should have enough variety and fun to them so it doesn't end up too much as a mindless grind or chore to do. But guys, that is another Ask the Team down the hatch. What did you think about it? What are you most excited for? I really love how they're able to explain that everything is based on how you want to play. If you do or don't want to focus on something, that is your prerogative. It is completely up to you. I really like the idea of having a communal house with some friends or even the community that I'm building here. I think that's going to be really special and really fun. But let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. If you liked the video, leave it a like and sub to the channel. And that's it for today's video, guys. I will see you in the next one.